Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our free necklace night. I'm Jennifer Keller. I'm an executive company vice president with Park Lane, and I am here with my amazing leader and friend, Jackie Miller, who's a division leader on our team. And we're excited that you're here tonight. How you doing, Jackie?
I am good, Jen. I am good.
Good. Jackie and I are very excited because we are heading to Cancun in Monday, Tuesday, 4 days.
Countdown is on.
Countdown. This is Jackie's first trip with Park Lane. So this is very exciting. And we just know that once you earn a trip with Park Lane, you never want to miss another one. So this will be the first of many for Jackie. But as you're hopping on here, make sure you say hi, tag your stylist in the comments, let her know that you're here. We do give away a necklace at the end of our free necklace night. So one of the ways you kind of get credit is by letting us know you're here, tagging her, and participating. So if you have any questions as we go along, we probably can't answer them on the live, but we will for sure circle back or again, tag your stylist and she will help you out too. But quick background on us. I'll tell you a little bit about me and then I'll let Jackie share about herself. I have been with Park Lane now for just over 5 years. I was with another jewelry company, as was Jackie, before that for 20 years. And when they closed at the end of 2020, and that's when I found Park Lane. And I always say this has been such a fun sequel to our first adventure, because honestly, I didn't anticipate that company was going to close, and I was planning on being there forever. So I don't know if you've experienced anything like that yourself, if you've been in direct sales, but you know, when that happens, a company closes, a company changes their compensation plan, they go affiliate, it kind of rocks your world a little bit. And I thought for, a very brief minute, maybe I was done with direct sales, but I love this industry. I think we have so much fun here. Like I was just chatting with my husband over the weekend because he's like starting to retire, right? And I feel like I'm just getting started. So we're trying to find that happy balance where we both can be together, but yet still work at the levels we want to. So that's a little bit about my story. Jackie, tell them a little bit about you, because you did just retire.
Yes, exactly. So as Jen had said, I was with our former company as well, close to 20 years. And at the time, I was working full-time in accounting because that is my background. I'm the CPA, did all that public accounting, corporate accounting, but found our other company and was doing it full-time when my kids were little, part-time as they got older. And that is the one thing I have to say I love about our industry is you can do that. Depending on wherever you are in your life, you can do it a little bit, you can do it a lot, and you can change that up. So I love that. To me, that was definitely one of the biggest things about our industry. So as Jen said, my husband retired, well, shouldn't say this part, but he retired 2 years ago from teaching. And I'm thinking, I think that looks kind of fun. So I did retire from my accounting job and I am doing Park Lane, full time or as much or as little as I want. And I still love that, I have that flexibility. And I love the women. We jokingly say sometimes it's, it might be the jewelry, maybe a little the profit that started you here, but it's definitely this amazing group of women that keeps us here for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yep. I love that. And I should add too, I was a CPA like Jackie too. And so we both have this accounting background, but we're also super fun.
That we are.
People don't think that goes hand in hand, but it really can.
Yeah, we broke the mold, Jen and I, as far as CPAs.
Oh my gosh. Well, I know that over the years, both of us have probably literally talked to hundreds, if not thousands of women mostly about this business and this industry. And I know one of the biggest questions I always get from women and a few men, I got to include the men now because we do have a few men, but the biggest question I always get is, how much time does this take? Because we're busy, right? Like everybody is busy. And I'm guessing Jackie, even in retirement, is still busy. Like I don't know anybody who has extra time really on their hands. So I think one of the benefits of doing this business is you can work it around your life. Like I always think this business is supposed to work around your family, around your parents, around your traveling, around your commitments, and not the other way around. So when I literally think, how much time does this take? It depends what you want to do with it. Like we have many stylists on our team that do this business 100% online. So if you can do a Facebook Live, for 25 minutes, you could probably do this in under an hour a week. We even have, as a team, we offer, like many of you probably just saw me go live 30 minutes ago. We do that every Sunday night for stylists to be able to share that live into their groups where they don't even have to do the live. So absolutely, I think everyone has time to do this. Jackie, what other questions do you think you get about this business?
Definitely, time is definitely a huge one. And I also get that sounds good, but how much money can you make if you want to get started? And that I think is the best thing, because I feel like in our industry, Park Lane starts above the industry average, and new stylists without any experience can start making 30%, which is huge. I remember, I think definitely had a couple people say, "Oh, you mean you don't get jewelry? You get paid?" And I'm like, "Oh, yes, 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 we do. We do get
You actually
paid."
get both.
Yeah, that's very true. Very, very true. But they thought it was just jewelry. I'm
Right.
like, no, we get paid too. And what's also great is, you come in and you start at that 30%, but our team has systems in place where you can, promote up within your first 30 days and get an extra 5% raise just for doing the same thing. So that is amazing. And I also love the fact that they have a direct appoint program, which you and I have taken advantage of because we had that leadership experience in our prior company. And Park Lane has this program where they recognize, they respect that. And if any of you have that, definitely let your stylist know if you have any leadership experience in direct sales, because you have that opportunity to come in maybe at a little bit of a higher level. So love the fact that the pay is amazing. Like, besides we talked about the free jewelry. Yeah, and I definitely get the question too. Well, how much do you have to do? And as I mentioned before, that flexibility, that there are no quotas, which for me, and I think all of our stages of life, I love that I can do it around my own schedule. And I'm sure so many of you out there are thinking the same thing.
For sure. And I think some people look at us in this business and think, well, I don't have time to do it like they're doing it. Like right now, this is our full-time job. Neither one of us are working an additional outside job. And so they think, I can't do it like that. You don't have to do it like that. Like when I got into this, my goal was to make like $500 a month to just pay for some of the little stuff with my kids. I had no intention of making it bigger than what it was. And if that's your goal, you want to make a couple $100s a month to help pay for, maybe it's something for your kids. Maybe it's a trip you're saving for. Maybe I had a stylist a couple of years ago. She just wanted to come in to pay for her kitchen remodel. And that's what she did. So It can be as much or as little as you want, and it can change. There's been times I've been busier and there's been times I've worked less, and I'm always trying to work this around my family too. So, things change. So I think you can really appreciate and enjoy the flexibility that comes with doing this on your schedule, at your time, at the level that you want. Absolutely. And I'll just tack on to what Jackie said too about how, you come in, if you have no experience, you come in as a fashion stylist making 30%. You can go from 30% all the way to 50% if you decide you want to build a team. That's optional. You don't have to do that. But if you want that second stream of income and just the benefit of growing in leadership and building more relationships, you can go up to 50% and you never go backwards. And that's big for anybody who's done direct sales, because Jackie and I both, well, I'll just speak for myself. I don't know how much her roller coaster was, but mine was like this all the time. If you promote, and then the second you promoted, I was thinking, when am I going to lose it? When am I going to lose it? And with Park Lane, they care about our mental health. So they just say the only direction to go is up. So we love that. Okay. Jackie, tell them a little bit about how we keep our business going. Because I know that's another question I get is, maybe your family and friends will have parties for you to get you started. And then what are you going to do?
Absolutely. That I will say 100% is our hostess plan. We have an amazing plan, and it's awesome to think that, we've been around for 70 years. And I know, unfortunately, other companies have lost that party plan, hostess plan. Ours is still amazing. So how this works, and it's just kind of funny. I had just closed a show earlier today, and this is her third show. And if she's watching, I don't know. This is her third show within a year. She's like, I love this stuff. So she had it in the summer, she had the fall, and now she's like, okay, there's new jewelry. So ladies, that is because ladies love jewelry. They love how much free jewelry they can get, because how that works is, just to give you a little background, is for every order you get, you get $20. Your hostesses get $20 in free jewelry. So you get 8 orders, that's 160. But the magic happens when you get that 10th order, it doubles to $400 in free jewelry. That is why and how your business will continue. When you explain that to the ladies, at your parties, whether you're doing online parties, in-person parties, it doesn't matter. That's also the beauty of this. When they realize that they can get $400 of free jewelry, they can get half price items, they can get bonus items, which is any item in the catalog or online for only $35. They are definitely going to be, okay, sign me up. And that is exactly, what I found. Like, as I said, I've done I've done shows for people that have done multiple shows.
Yeah.
So it's great because we always have new jewelry coming out, which they love as well. So
you build those relationships with hostesses. I have some like you who are probably on their 7th, 8th shows with me. I don't have anyone who's done 3 a year, but I will start working towards that. Amazing. But like when you do them on Facebook, they're so quick and easy. Like I can see where people can do multiple parties. And what I do is like even the one tonight is I did the live on our team business page and I shared that into my VIP group. I had hostesses who invited guests to watch that. So one single live went into all these different places and benefited so many different stylists and myself. And it's just, I think that goes back to the systems that we have put in place to make this business easier for stylists and to
absolutely
make it the best use of your time. Because again, we don't have time. So let's chat about the jewelry, because I know many, many stylists get into Park Lane because they love the jewelry. And so why not, make it a tax deduction? Why not make a little money from something you already love that people are already complimenting you on? So Jackie, tell them how they can get free jewelry by being a stylist.
Okay. Well, there's a couple different ways. And I will start one thing with, as you're a stylist, you also get to be a hostess and get to be a customer. We kind of call that the little, trifecta, as far as you can get it all. So you can be a hostess, get orders throughout the month. And when you collect 10 orders throughout the month, you are going to get $400 in free jewelry. So that is one way. The other way, and this I just love, they are so brilliant. They give us an opportunity. We have a program, it's called RRC. It's like a Rich Rewards Club, where if you sell $1,000 in the first couple of weeks of the month, Park Lane gives you $250 in free jewelry. If you sell another 1,000 in the next week, they give you another free necklace. There are just so many opportunities, and I'm not going to necessarily get into all of them right now because it goes up to like $1,100. I just mentioned RRC 1 and 2. It goes up to 5. But there's ways, and that's every month. That isn't, when I get started, I can do that, and then it stops. So what's great is in the beginning, maybe you're adding some, pieces to your kit, things like that. But as you keep going, you then be able to get free jewelry where you can give, to your customers, to your VIP group. I'm guessing some of you may be in VIP groups of your hostess, or excuse me, not your hostess, your stylist, where, you're like, oh, she gives all this away. How does she do that? Well, Park Lane is so generous with us with the free jewelry. We're able to be generous with our hostesses and our customers.
Yeah, they're very much an incentive-based company. Like if you're a carrot chaser, which so many of us are carrot chasers, they just make it fun and I don't want to say easy, but doable to earn these little things along the way. And it just keeps the energy high. It keeps the fun high, because we're always like, how close are you? And did you get that? And like this is one thing they're doing right now. Just happened to get this in the mail. This is our soon to be released Clover bracelet. So Park Lane sent it to me so I could show it to our team and get everybody excited about it. And when stylists sell 1,500 in the last 2 weeks of February, they get this bracelet. And that's just fun to go for. Like, I think, okay, I can do that. And you might be thinking, well, how am I going to do that? And how you're going to do that is you're going to plug into these lives that we do on Sunday nights. Like, we train you how to do this. Nobody works alone on our team, for sure.
Without a doubt.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
So in addition to the jewelry, I mentioned that Jackie and I are going to Cancun together on Thursday, and we can't wait for that because we live on opposite sides of the country. So this is where we get to see each other in person. So we're going to go to Cancun. Park Lane does 2 all-expense paid trips a year. For someone like myself who loves to travel, to me, this is worth doing the business all by itself. And I love that anybody can earn the trips. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a leader. You don't have to be in for X amount of time. Like you could literally start today. I wouldn't wait too long, but you could start today and earn our next trip to Costa Rica. It's possible. So they do 2 a year. One's usually a toes in the sand, like Costa Rica and Cancun. And then in September, we're going to Amsterdam. We've been to Paris. We've been to Dublin. Like these trips are incredible. I'm so excited for Jackie to experience her first one because I know once she does this, she's going to keep earning it. She'll feel like she has to. And then there's
I'm sure my husband will say the same thing. Oh
yes,
yeah, you need to do that. Bob will love it.
I can't wait to tell Bob that myself. So that'll be good.
Yes.
So in addition to the trips, you can earn a Mercedes car bonus if you want to. That starts at the first level of leadership. We mentioned all the free jewelry you can earn. So before we get into the cost of it, Jackie, tell them a little bit about our team because we think Park Lane's pretty amazing, but we think our team Sparkle is even better. So tell them what you love about our team.
It kind of is. Well, it really is. Not even kind of is. So one thing, I mean, there's a lot of things, but I know if you might be coming in thinking, well, I've never done this before. You don't have to worry about that because besides taking you under our wing, I always say, if you want to walk, we'll walk with you. If you want to run, we'll run with you. But we have everything in place for you to have your launch party. We do that for you and with you. I just think, especially for new people, as well as even if you have experience, the systems that we have in place and the training available, there's nothing that you will need to know and not have the answers to.
Right.
One of the things Jen said too, I mean, we are really fun. Excuse me, a little frog there, and that wasn't intended. But we totally are. Like we do weekly huddles where even if we are all over the country, we have weekly trainings where everybody's on. You have an opportunity to ask questions. They're all recorded. So if you're thinking, oh, I work full time, you can catch the replay once a month. We have Zoom trainings where you can be on live and see everybody. And I just think that really builds that community because even though you might be thinking, oh, I'm in Florida or wherever you may be, we all come together and we are all one team. And that starts with Jen, and she is our rock star leader, and then we filter down. But it really is amazing that we have this community and we are here to help you, like I said, do anything and everything that you want, whether it's a little or whether it's a lot. And just that example Jen just said about the live that we just had, that is something that if you're not sure about this Facebook Live thing, you don't need to worry about it. You can invite your friends to watch that and we help you kind of ease into it a little bit as well.
Yeah, that's so good. And I think just to, as we wrap this up, to circle back to something Jackie said at the beginning is that one of the things we commit to is going at your pace. Like she said, if you want to walk, we're going to walk with you. If you want to run, we'll run with you. And if you want to walk, run, and you can't figure out what you want to do, we're going to just be right there with you at your pace because we want you to love it. We want you to enjoy it. Yes, we want you to make money. We know, with the cost, and I'll just get into the cost, it is only $129 to join Park Lane. You get $500 in jewelry with that. We are going to help you make back that $129 at your launch party. So I think the odds of you losing money on this is pretty slim. So then I think, okay, why not just see if you like it? Just test this out. If you don't love it, that's okay. You can go back to being a hostess or a customer, but we just have so many women on our team that have said, I wasn't planning on doing this. I was just going to be a hostess. I was just going to be a customer. And then they thought, I'm just going to try it. And they are so glad they did. So if you've been kind of thinking, or maybe this isn't the first time you've been watching these Sunday night things, just try it out. See if you like it. We would love to have you. So With that, last instructions is I'm going to post a survey at the top when we're done here. That is your ticket to get into the drawing to win the free necklace. I know some of you are watching this on replay. That's totally fine. Just make sure you watch it and fill out that survey by midnight on Monday, and the drawing will be on Tuesday. It will ask you for a secret word. I'm going to say the secret word is Cancun because that's where we're going, and we are pretty excited about that. So thanks for joining us. Thank you, Jackie. Everyone have a great night. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye, everybody.